Hugo Porter. The legendary Argentine first 5/8 led Argentina to some of their great victories. Has been the real driving force behind it. The goal kicker extraordinaire, now some 34, 35 years of age, and quite possibly his last test match. As we said, as Australia play probably what is one of their most important test matches in the last couple of seasons. This is a must-win situation for the green and gold. It is one that they can't afford to lose because the work they've done over the last 4 or 5 years really rests on this particular test match. The crowd hushed. Porter approaches the ball. There in the right of your screen, the international referee, Mr. Keith Lawrence from New Zealand, and he blows time on. And we have a test match. Porter, Australians high, Argentina driving through. The ball, some doubt on the sideline, yes, was touched in play, and the line out Australia's put in just outside the 22-metre line. Tom Lawton for Australia, into the front of the line out. Militari. Far Jones waits. Dummy. Back to Leeds. A settler for Leeds. Up the line and finds touch. A great kick up over the halfway. Well, Michael Hawker, you feel this is how Australia will play in their own half?
Yes, I think so, Chris. I think Australia will try and get out of their own half and kick it into the corners and play the game entirely in half the ground. With the goalkeepers such as Hugo Porter, it's very difficult to stay in your own half because of the penalty counts that you get here, then it's just points against it.
As we wait for the restart of play, Torres, the Argentine hooker. He throws Chiquetti at the front wing. Suarez Gache, tighter. Andy McIntyre there doing good work. The Australians have started well. Far Jones. Back to Jones. Chips in over the top. Madero, Fields, in behind. Charged down and into touch. Fantastic work by Stephen James following up the kick. It's difficult to see from here. Australia on the attack. 10 metres out from the Argentine line. Argentina to put the ball in. Torres to the front, Chiquetti up. Argentina pull it down. Referee Lawrence plays. Ball held up. Australia's put in. It's our first chance to see the scrum work of the Australians. And Michael, during the week of the Australian pack, done a lot of work on their scrumming.
Done a tremendous amount of work, and we've changed the front row, and we hope that put some pressure on the front row, because I think that's where the Pumas think that is our weakness.
Far Jones clears. James, liner, dummy inside, picks up Matthew Burke inside. Cleared by Far Jones again. Here it is, out to Leeds, out wide. Swarming Argentine defence, happily cleaned out. Great attempt by Australia, but equally good defence by Argentina. 5 metres out. Argentina defeat the Lions. No, it's a call to knock on by referee Keith Lawrence. This is a test for Argentina. They must win football. They too have been working on their scrum. And they do. Back to Porter. Left foot, into touch. Cool as a cucumber is Porter. Line out 24 metres outside the Argentine line. Australia defeat, and they opt immediately for the 3-man line out. Into the middle, Cutler. He's unable to take. Argentina have pulled it down through Branca. Referee Lawrence is playing advantage. Argentina, and they're running it. Here he has Greg Silver in the middle. Now to Matero joining the line. Leeds trading for Australia. Stands strongly in the tackle. Australians are there in numbers. Referee Lawrence calls ball up. The Argentinian crowd rise to their feet. Porter has moved the ball. The back they so wanted to see run it. Did so and did it well.
Yeah, sort of having a little bit of trouble in the back, and the Argentine backs up very quickly indeed. The only moves they've brought so far have been the player back inside.
Scrum, Australia wheel. Juarez Gache, can't even see him. Taken away with the forward. In Juarez Gache, Porter, shot for goal. Right in front, the crowd are up. The referee blows a 22-metre, it is missed. Unsuccessful. Porter doesn't normally miss from that position on the field. I'm sure there were a few gold hearts or something at that time. Michael Liner to restart play from the 22-metre line. Not even 5 minutes into the game. Kicks off. Brancar. Australia drive. They're there early. Tied it at the back. And penalty Australia. The first penalty of the match. Coming in offside. Steve Tyman. In fact, it was Jess Miller. In Lucan Porter. Who shoots the goal.
Exactly what Australia didn't want. You've got the Pumas back in their half and penalties straight after they get in there, and I'm sure that Porter will knock this over. It was very interesting to see Porter run the first ball in his own half rather than kick it, and I think that would have came as a bit of a shock to the Australians, who assumed he would probably kick the ball more than we would.
Steady. The crowd absolutely silent. 50,000 people, not a murmur. Approaches the ball, kick. Yes. First point through Argentina, through Hugo Porter. Argentina 3, Australia 0. Michael Liner restarts by a deep kick, deep into the 22. Porter gathers, right foot down the line, and found touch beautifully up over halfway. So really getting forward, moving forward. Australia now must consolidate. Four-man line out. Thornton throws. Cutler up. Penalty to Australia. Pushing in the line out. Referee Lawrence takes the play in 15 metres for the penalty. Michael Liner to kick the touch. No, he'll kick for goal. And I think Michael Hawker, you're probably the one on the spot. The Wallabies have measured out this field, and I think they found it a little shy of metres, probably about 10, and that's probably why Michael Liner will take the kick.
Exactly right. I mean, both 25s are 25 yards or 22 metres, but the portion in between the 25 line and the halfway line is considerably shorter, about 5 metres on either side. So the ground is a good 10 metres short. So you can see these kicks inside your own half normally would be the other side of the halfway line.
Liner, first shot, 55 metres. Hits the ball, it looks good. It's going to drop under the bar and wide. Madero drops it down, back out to the 22-metre dropout. Porter restarts play, high drop kick. Argentina there first, and this is a repeat of what was happening last Saturday. Out to Porter, who kicks deep. Matthew Burke there to field. Leads in support. Leads to the line. Good settling, clearing kick. Takes play to within 30 metres of the Argentine line. He throws into the front. Yaketti, won by Australia. Loose, dirty ball. Nick Farr-Jones happy to let the ball go into touch. Referee Lawrence declares the ball was knocked forward by Argentina and Australia's put into the scrum. Good close look at this Australian scrum defence. Tyneman off the back. Farr-Jones short. Matthew Burke taken out of play on this side of the field, not in possession of the ball. Referee Lawrence missed it, but Australia now to within 10 metres of Argentina's line. This is the sort of game that Nick Farr-Jones was put in the team to play. To work the short side, to work the ball upfield. Lawton into the line out. Down the back is Cutler. Around comes Tyneman. Farr-Jones. He's caught centre field. The second phase play is there for Australia. It's James. Liner out wide. A straight past Matthew Burke. And a penalty to Australia. Argentine back offside. Pointing out, well, this is the back's offside. It was George Allen offside. Standing up flat, and Michael Liner will shoot for goal. Liner. None from one. Comes in. Important kick this one. No trouble. Right between the uprights. Australia 3, Argentina 3. The game 11 minutes old. Order to restart play. Kicked high. Argentinian forwards there, but Cutler's high. Good support from his Australian front row. Eddie McIntyre on this side of the field. Jones clears. Lee upfield. Has he found touch? No, yes he has. The linesman on the other side of the field indicates that the winger Golney back in the team after injury. Very experienced player. Alejandro Golney. It's Australia to feed the line out. Right on the 22-metre line. Lawton, in the middle of the line out. Cutler pulled down. Goes to the Argentinian side. Playing advantage Argentina. His referee Keith Lawrence. Penalises, it is Rodriguez. Enrique Rodriguez for coming across the line. Quickly down the line by Porter. Finds touch. Good kick. 25 metres. Injured player for Argentina, Suarez Gacho, the halfback. Australia feeds, Cutler wins, Farr-Jones, James, Liner, cut out pass. Burke into the line, Argentina have secured it, their forwards are there in numbers. Porter on the short side, shaped the kick but didn't. Fernandez has the ball, inside his back, back to the slot radar. Play Argentina, look, shake the kick. But very keen to run the ball, Hugo Porter. Lawton into the middle of the line-out. Cutler up. Rodriguez sweeps. Australia set the ball up. Advantage Australia. Referee Lawrence is playing, but Leeds has thumped a duty down the line. But referee Lawrence has played the advantage and given Australia the penalty from the line-out. Michael Liner just outside his 22-metre line.
Michael Liner here will probably kick the ball long as opposed to kicking it out. Try and gain the ground and get them to throw the ball in.
Wester Silver on this side of the field. Kicks for touch and finds it. Good kick, but Australia have to put into the line out. Short line out to the front to Frawley. Ball goes very loose. Tidied up by Rodriguez. Penalty Australia, diving over by Argentina. Referee Lawrence clearly there indicating the Argentine forward diving over, killing the ball. Happened a little bit in the first test. It's difficult to attend to by Australia. The Wallabies found it difficult to counteract. Michael Liner now lines up from 45 metres out from goal, 10 metres in from touch. Try and put Australia into the lead for the first half. Minutes into the game, Liner, 1 from 2, comes in, strikes the ball, it looks good, it looks great, the flags are up, Australia 6, Argentina 3. The replay of this kick from 45 metres out. Liner accurate, right between the uprights. Order to start. Argentine forwards, Allen offside. Australia wins the tap down. Forwards are there. Driving. Far Jones clears. Frawley on the short side. Lays it back. Far Jones again. Australian forwards working well. Gordon in the middle. Driving, Far Jones, up and over the top, there's no one at home. And down the line, Ian Williams, the try scorer from the first test. Great play by Australia. Frawley firstly off the short side, and then Far Jones. Michael, that's the sort of play that you'd like to see.
Yes, Australia's lifted the tempo up now. They're starting to move the ball, they're moving amongst the forwards and putting the Puma forwards up, who had the dominance for the first 10 minutes.
Taking the short line out as well. Far Jones caught behind play. Offside is Runcar. No, it's Allen. Milano, sorry. Australia really putting pressure on Argentina. They've picked up the pace of the game. And Michael Liner now applauding his forwards. Hugo Porter disagreeing with referee Keith Lawrence, but Michael Liner is giving his forwards the much-deserved applause that for their play upfield. Very good stuff. Metres out from goal, 2 metres in from touch. Michael Liner, 2 from 3, strikes the ball beautifully. It hits the upright. It bounced in goal and tidied up by Wester Silver. The hearts went pumping for the blue and white. Good play by Questa Silva. Porter shapes to go left, kicks down the centre of the field. James Field up over the halfway line. He moves. Shoots it to Rodriguez, then to Liner. Liner going wide. Pass knocked down. Advantage Argentina, but they have the ball from the ruck. Porter outside his 22, in touch on full. Referee Lawrence, though, playing the penalty to Argentina. Australia offside in the ruck. Argentina trying to pick up the pace of the play, very cleverly knocked down the ball. Porter, poor touch. Kick deep into Australia's 20, right on Australia's 22. Actually a kick of some 45 metres, taking play right onto the Australian 22-metre line. Lawton to the line out. 20 minutes of play gone. Australia, good ball back there by McIntyre at the front. Leeds doesn't find touch. Up over the middle, Madero back. Fields the ball inside his own 22. Plays it safe down the line, but hasn't found touch. Jones fields the ball. Decides to work it wide. Got the call from Leeds. Liner. Burke caught by Questa Silva. Still has the ball. Argentina are there in numbers. Keith Lawrence on the spot. Australia looking to run the ball at every opportunity. Australia's put into the scrum. Six metres inside Australian territory. Two great packs. Jones feed. Referee Lawrence on the other side of the scrum. Tommy Lawton struggles before scooping it back. Jones. James chips. Michael Liner through. Questa Silva there for Argentina. The drive comes from the Australian forwards as Garreton fields the ball. Drive by the ball coming to short side. There's Lafreda. Australia tackling their hearts out. Porter, Turnez, Questa Silva, Lafreda, out wide to, it's on that far wing, Questa Silva again. Great play by Argentina. Australia offside, the ball has come free from the ruck. The short side, James fumbles. Australia in trouble, Keith Lawrence playing on. The ball worked wide to Leeds. He'll go up the line for the settler. Bounces once and into touch. The crowd disagreeing, and when you hear a Latin crowd disagree, they do it very strongly.
Yes, and I think the Pumas, like I said, are a bit unlucky then, because James had fumbled the ball and Australia got the advantage, and it's sort of really gone to the Pumas.
It's a fairly classic knock-on, Michael, wasn't it?
Yes, it's a pity because I think we had a bit of space out wide. James managed to get it wide.
Into the line out. Australia win. Jones struggles. Brunker on the ground fields the ball, and yes, the penalty to Australia. Brunker on the ground, interfering with the ball. Keith Lawrence from New Zealand, correct. Penalty to be taken from the point of the infringement. And on the sideline, Diego Cash receiving some attention. 17 minutes remaining in this first half. Liner, 2 from 4, kicks from his favourite side, out to the left. Play to be restarted by Hugo Porter. 3 Australians on the line. Porter very slippery. Shapes the kick, kicks high. Australia are there, won by Argentina through Georgie Allen. Australia not giving an inch in the ruck. Edging, goes the short side. Suarez Gache to Dengra, picked up by Julian Gardner in his first head touch. Liner, Patworth out wide. Burke couldn't handle. Argentina there in numbers. The referee Lawrence will play the knock-on, which will bring a dry clap from the big crowd here at Valdez Field, the big soccer stadium in Buenos Aires. 50,000 people watching today's game. Suarez Gache feeds the scrum. Australia wheel, comes the short side. Lafreda kicks high down the line. West to Silva chasing. Leads under it beautifully. Kicks wide. Nobody at home. Lafreda. Ross out wide. The ball goes deep and in touch and goal. And the restart of the 22-metre line.
Clever play from Leeds then. He was in a lot of trouble, a lot of fumes coming at him with no one to go, and he put it deep just to restart the play to settle it down. Again, Australia trying to play the game in the Pumas half.
Porter, dummies, dribbles across the line. Soccer skills coming to the fore. James tries to pick up, can't. Knock on Australia, playing the advantage, Keith Lawrence.
Really shows the brilliance of Porter. The man has got a lot of soccer skills, having played soccer for many years, and shows that he can both run the ball and kick the ball, and he's a very elusive player.
Suarez Gache, number 9, feeds the ball on the Argentine 10 years. Australia driving, upsets the ball. Suarez Gache, loose pass, Miller's there. Bar Jones picks up, inside, no support, Liner. Australian forwards there in numbers, Tyneman up the line. Australia there in numbers, James. Who's outside? Here's Patworth. Can he do it? He's strong. He's fast. He feeds wide to Leeds. Leeds outside to Williams. It's a try. Great try, Australia. Ian Williams, the first try scorer from the first test match. Patworth did the work. The Australian forwards did it earlier beforehand. And 4 points. Australia lead 10 points for 3. And with 27 minutes gone in the first half. Here's the try. This is the pass out wide to Williams. Touches down. All he had to do was to step over and place the ball with the work being done for him inside by Patworth.
I agree with you entirely, Chris. Patworth did the work. He straightened the line up and got the backs running straight and stopped the fence from drifting wide.
Here's the replay.
You see the replay again, and Patworth, he straightens it there, which brings the defence right in again so he can give the wide pass out to Leeds and then goes on to Williams. Gives him plenty of room out wide. Previously, the backs have been moving the ball and they've been trying the long pass too early and allowing 4 or 5 Pumas to cover defend and nullify the effect.
Liner. 5 metres in from touch. Approaches the ball, kicks low trajectory and misses. Michael Liner would be a little concerned with his kicking. That one, a flatter trajectory showing that he was probably hurrying the ball a little bit. Time to settle. Good shot across the line here. Porter restarts play. The ball deeper too deep, in fact. And Porter wouldn't like that at all. Australia with the put in right on halfway, just what the doctor ordered.
I think the last time Porter did that may have been in the under-10s.
Australia feed. Argentina wheels. Won the ball popped out the side. There is Milano, throws the pass in behind. Hernandez in the middle, the forwards are driving, Dengra's there. Suarez Gacho, Porta. Hernandez inside there too. And Argentina are there in numbers and it's a put in. Scrum collapse. Attacking team put in.
Argentina showing a tremendous strength they had in the scrum by completely disrupting the Australian scrum there and taking back the advantage when they were in quite a bit of trouble with the centre field scrum.
A lot of pressure in that front row. Two great packs as Suarez Gacho feeds the scrum. Argentina drives, Suarez Gacho the short side. Chip over the top. I think it'll be too far. No, it isn't too far. Held up by Liner and by Cuesta Silva. The ball going touch and goal and out to the 22-metre line for Australia. Good work by Matthew Burke, but very good work here also by Far Jones. It takes the quick 22-metre dropout and works the ball up within 4 metres inside Argentina's half with only 30 seconds remaining of the first half apart from injury time. Here it is, the replay. Burke wrestling for the ball. Liner comes to him. The ball goes touch and go.
We saw that a magnificent kick from Suarez Gacho down the blind side, and I think with 30 seconds to go, that was probably the last chance that Argentina had in putting points on in the first half, and it has saved Australia considerably, the fact that they'll probably go to the break with a 7-point margin.
Argentina into the short line out, into the back. They're going to work it up. They've not given up in this first half so far. Forwards in the centre of the field and over the top. Australia. Keith Lawrence pointing out Jeff Miller, killing the ball in centre field. Penalty to Argentina. Porter now with a chance to put points on the board. And this is the whole idea behind that play of theirs, to work the ball wide, to try and get that opportunity for points, and they have it. This is a great player. He's a great kicker. Porta. 1 from 1. It'll bring the crowd to their feet. If he gets it, you'll need no commentary. Away to the left. The ball goes in goal. Andrew Leeds runs the ball out and kicks wide. Has he found touch? No, he hasn't. Lafreda fields. Referee Lawrence blows a touch to referee linesman. Has his flag up on the far side. He's slow away from behind the post. Referee Lawrence, being the sole judge of time and place, called the touch 10 metres into the Argentinian half, and we're now 32 seconds into injury time. Lawton feeds. Cutler in the middle, strong. Sweeping Rodriguez. Miller there, number 7. Driving Australia. Controlling the ball now, the rolling maul. Lawton in from the side. Edging, keeping that control. Good play, Australia. Now it comes. James, cut out liner. Papworth in centre field. Can he hold on to the ball? No. Argentina have it. In the middle of the field. There's Tyneman on the ground. Australia fighting to retain supremacy. Referee Lawrence blows up for a scrum. 10 metres inside Argentina's half. Juarez Gache feeds the scrum. Comes the short side. Porta. Fernez. Taken out beautifully by Brett Papworth. The ball's on the ground. Lawrence is there. Penalty Australia, yes. Not playing the ball. Georgie Allen in over the top of Fernez. I think it's Milano on the ground, just getting to his feet. And it's Fernez, the centre. Michael Liner takes the tap. Referee Lawrence says it's not taken properly. Referee says that he hadn't blown time on after the injury, and Michael Liner now has the opportunity to kick for goal. Approaches the ball from his favourite side of the field. It looks good. It is high. It is good between the posts. Australia 13, Argentina 3. And on the sideline we see Juan Angelico, number 17 for Argentina, warming up to replace Gurage, the hooker, I think. That gas to the head, yes, Gurage, the hooker, replaced in the side by Juan Angelico, number 17. Deep kick by Porter. Leads Fields inside his goal line, touches down. No time for Australia to panic. Michael Liner restarts play quickly with a deep kick. Called back for the scrum. Australia in front of the kicker. Bad mistake by Michael Liner. Australia looking for composure. The first half due to end any moment. Juarez Gache feeds the scrum collapse. Perfect place for Porter. Shoot for field goal, and I'm sure Australia are very aware of it. What are your thoughts at this time on the field with Porter right in front, Michael?
I think either Porter will go for field goal or run right. He was going to run right from the original scrum, but I think he'll probably have a go at the field goal.
The Argentinian scrum drive, and it's a good drive inside the Australia 22. Now Australia wheeling. This is breaking up the Argentinian scrum. Now they pick up. Oh, Georgie Allen driven back. What a brilliant tackle by Australia. Comes right, Porter chips over the top. Heinemann, sensational tackle. Quest to Silver in. Australia tidy. Set the ball up. Far Jones clears. Great kick by Far Jones. That's the sort of thing that Australia needs. A brilliant tackle by Steve Heinemann as Milano took the ball away from the wheel scrum. And he punished him. Argentina into the line-out. Cut down, pulled up short of the line-out. That's Garaton. Australia diving over in anxiety. Keith Lawrence, penalty to Argentina. 10 metres inside their half, with very little time remaining on the clock. The kick goes into touch but doesn't find too much territory. 5 metres inside the Wallabies half. The Wallabies put into the scrum, put into the line-out. Lawton to the front, Frawley. The ball loose. Milano wins it at the back. Good control on the short side, Angelillo. He goes, loses the ball forward. Penalty Argentina. Order to kick the goal. Australia. Keith Lawrence said use hands. That ball coming back very quickly. And now another chance for Porter to put points on the board. Porter. 8 metres inside Australia's territory. 10 metres to the right of the uprights. Shapes to kick it, looks as though it's full left. It has gone left. Leaves field inside his own goal line and kicks downfield, kicks right and kicks well. Ball well up over the 10-metre line, up near the halfway. The linesman on the other side trying to be directed by Suarez Gache, but he wouldn't have a piece of it. Angelillo, number 17, the replacement. On for Courage. Throws to the middle of the line out. Australia win. Sturdy ball at the front. Far Jones tidy. Kicks downfield. And it's Golney. Wide to Lobreda. Bad pass. There's Preston Silver in the open. Line is there. Golney in support. Argentine forward. Really smashing in. Porter. Suarez Gache out on the ball. Here comes that good drive there by Argentina. Good defence by Australia. Crowd loving every minute of this game. Rising to their feet every time Porter touches the ball. Lawton to the back. Tyneman, Gardner there. Frawley tackles Dengra tidy. Porter. Nunez. Campo. And wide. Lobreda unable to handle. The pass was forward though. Lawrence playing advantage Australia. And pulled it back for the scrum. There we see Rafael Madero, veteran of this Puma side, coming off the field with like a leg injury, limping badly, and he'll be replaced by number 20, Christian Mendy, who played on the wing in the first test last Saturday. And the crowd rises to this great Argentinian player, Rafael Madero, veteran of the World Cup campaign, veteran of the 79 test here against Australia. Keith Lawrence restarts play and it's Far Jones to feed the scrum. Short side, chips for Williams, over the top, no one at home. In is Wester Silver on the far side. Golney and the touch does his flag is up. Lawton throws to the back of the line out. Argentina win, loose ball. Suarez Gache under pressure. Miller there. Frawley in the middle of the line out. Good pressure from the Wallabies. Short line out called by the Wallabies. The ball goes to the back. Cutler wins. The ball's loose on the ground. Argentina to defeat the scrum. Crowd asking the Pumas for a final effort before half-time. Great support they receive here at home. Suarez Gache feeds Porta inside his own 22. Kicks down for touch and finds it inside Australia's half by 1 metre. And that's half-time. The score, Australia 13, 1 try, which leads Argentina 3. And for his thoughts on the first half, Australia's Wallaby centre, Michael Hawker.
Well, Chris, I think that the match is very even at the present time, and it's only been 1 or 2 lapses in defence by the Pumas, which has given Australia the opportunities that they've had for the points. The Argentinian team started very well on the forward pack. They had the Australian scrum disrupted, and they had them in trouble in some of the full lineouts. Australia then changed their tactics in the forwards. They played the short lineouts. They upped the tempo a bit. They put the quick succession of 3 or 4 quick lineouts, and that resulted in a try soon after that. And I think if the Australians can maintain the pressure on the Pumas when there's a stoppage in play, that they can restart it quickly and keep the Pumas off guard, then Australia should go away winners with this game.
And with the score, Australia 13, Argentina 3. Michael Liner it is to restart play, running from left to right. Referee Keith Lawrence blows time and Liner kicks left. High, Frawley there early. Australia win the tap down. Far James. But referee Lawrence has seen the knock on from Australia. Scrum to go down. Puma's ball. Suarez Gache feeds the scrum. You can see it sitting there. Good push from Australia. Gache on the short side. Chips. James covers to lead. Settles and kicks deep at centre field. And back behind we have, that is Christian Mendy. No, it is Golney to Mendy out wide. Patworth chases him. He chips up the line and does well. That's Christian Mendy. Unlucky to be dropped from the team, the run-on team in the second test. He played a very useful game in the first test last Saturday. The changes in the team have been to put Skolny, who is a fullback, back to fullback, and Mendy as Lawton feeds the line out. Argentina win the line out. Porta kicked high. This is a repeat of last Saturday. Leads under it. Hold it strongly. The ball lost forward. The Pumas there in numbers. They come left. Porta. Short side. Drops the goal. 3 points. Great play from Argentina. The Pumas working the ball deep into the Australian territory early. And here it is. The forwards were there. Porter looked to the go left, saw the goalpost and slots it through. Australia 13, Argentina 6, and the game not 2 minutes old. Second half. There you see it. Porter goes left, steps right, taps the goal, and they're ones that he never misses. Liner restarts play. Argentina high in the air. They have it. Through Milano. Their forwards are pouring in. Suarez Gache on the short side. Branca. Australia there. Drive Argentina back. Going forward, says Keith Lawrence, the Pumas. They get the put in. So the chant starts with the crowd. Suarez Gache feeds. Australia wheel. Tyneman, Harry, Suarez Gache, Porta feeds inside. Australia there in numbers, but the put in again to Argentina. And Michael, in the first half, what did the stats look like? The line-outs favouring Australia a little?
Yes, Australia were ahead in the line-outs, but Argentina very strong in the scrum.
No heads as yet.
No heads again.
Porta chips the ball through, leads up to the occasion, steps, feeds Miller back in support. Miller out wide over the top, James, loose ball, Liner, passing along the pressure. Mendy harassing the Australian inside back. There's Fernez. He's tackled. Now it's Mendy again. Number 20, Australia. Strappy. Michael, and I think if there's one lesson that could probably be learned from last week is not to pass the pressure along, and we saw that's what Australia did that time. The Hail Mary pass, as we call it, and not very good sign.
I agree, Chris. I mean, most of the Argentine team are used to running the ball, except maybe Porter, who comes as a calming influence, so anything wide and loose is very much up their game.
Lawton into the middle, great win by Frawley, and call lifted. Keith Lawrence. Another opportunity, 15 metres in from Dutch for Porter to narrow that gap.
And Argentina have come out very much in the second half saying they really do mean business.
And listen to the crowd. They're getting fabulous support from them. This is one of the most sensational crowds with home support on the hill. The shirtless ones. They're jumping. You can't see it from that picture from Porter. But the crowd have gone wild, and now you'll hear them settle back into almost deathly silence. Listen to the silence. Porter strikes the ball. You'll hear if it goes over, and it does. Argentina 9, Australia 13. And listen to that crowd. This is almost a rerun of the second half last week when Porter kicked the ball high in front of his forwards. He got them moving forward first, and then he did the rest. Porter, there's the kick. It was a low trajectory, but it found the mark. Liner restarts play. He comes right. And he comes right badly. Touch on the full. Back to the centre of the field. Argentina's put in. And I think we'll see Porter kick deep into the corners to get his forwards moving forward again. The ball to the scrum by Suarez Gacho. On the hill, the crowd, fantastic. Chanting, supporting their heroes. They came from behind last week. Can they do it again? Suarez Gacho feeds the scrum. They win. Porter comes left. He's running the ball. Turnez into the line is Chester Silva. Kicks ahead. Great play by the Pumas. They're working the play upfield. Good scrum. Good heady play by Porter. He ran the ball and left the option up to the outside man. And Michael, I think that's a little different from how he played it last week.
It's very different. He's deciding to run the ball at the Australians as opposed to kicking in the corners, and he is really playing some dividends. They're getting him out on a scrum ball. I think the scrums are 13-3 against the
Cutler
Australians.
in the middle. He wins. Can Australia working hard to get the ball back? Far Jones waits. Yes. Keith Lawrence penalises Argentine back, and the ball is still in the line-out when that ruck from the line-out hasn't moved off the line of touch. The backs are not able to come within the 10 metres. And here we see Michael Liner kicking downfield and a well-earned breather for Australia. Haven't got any composure as yet in the second half. Some 7 minutes into the second half, and they are now 28 metres out from the Argentine line. And Angelillo to feed the scrum, but referee Lawrence already showing the advantage, the knock forward. Advantage Australia. This now is the platform from which they must work. Tyneman I'd like to see run the ball if the balance is right with Far Jones. A wide blind. Michael Liner. Liner kicks the ball high in centre field. Williams and James streaming through. They're there early, but he's paid the fair catch. The referee, Mr. Lawrence. And Skolny into the team after injury, showing his great balance in field. Porter takes the tap and works the ball downfield. The crowd to their feet. Fantastic kick by Hugo Porter really putting Australia back on their haunches.
Tremendous illustration of the brilliance of the man. Takes every opportunity when there's a break in the play to do the unorthodox, and he did that brilliantly then and produced 60-yard gain for the Pumas.
Again, Australia must compose themselves. Lawton throws to the middle. Cutler wins. Advantage being played to Argentina. Ball going forward or not straight in the line out. And here we have the Pumas again. Their feed to the scrum. Porter from this side of the field, his favourite side. He's able to run right if he gets a good ball. Able to run right and shoot, or probably feed. It's over! Again, Hugo Porter, number 10, brings the crowd to their feet. And we have a ball game. 13 points to 12. The game not 10 minutes old. Second half. And Australia reeling from this onslaught from the Argentine forwards and also Hugo Porter there just scraping the left-hand upright. Liner kicks deep to the left-hand side of the field. Porter field. He's put his stamp on every phase of play today, Hugo Porter. Lifting his team. Down 13-3 at half-time. Australia feeds the short line out. Far Jones at the back. It goes loose. The Pumas have it. Suarez Gache. Porter, left foot. Leads outside his 22. Challenged by Mendy. Oh, great kick by Andrew Leeds. Had very little room to move in. Worked the ball downfield and bounced it within a foot of the sideline. And that will give a big lift to the Australian back row. Control from the set pieces is what Australia needs. Angelillo to feed. To Yeketi at the front, up early. Cutler wins. Keith Lawrence saying Australia moving across the line before the ball came in. Penalty to the Pumas, 15 metres in from touch. 2 metres inside their 22. Porter to shoot for the line. He thumps it high. It's long. It looks good, but not good enough. Leeds working the ball back inside to give himself angle. Comes outside his 22. Kicks deep. Returned by Skolny. Far Jones runs it wide. The counter-attack. Leeds up flat. Can't use him there. No second phase there. Gardner gets to him. Miller gets there. Lawton and McIntyre are there. Probably only had 2 options there, Nick Far Jones, to keep the ball himself. The Argentinian backs up high and there's been an injury behind play. I think it is Skolny. He's playing fullback, replacing Rafael Medero.
Argentina in the second half, they've come out and changed their tactics. They've decided to play the game very much in Australia's half, with Porter kicking the ball deep every time he's in his own half, and it's definitely paid dividends. Australia has not been out of their own half the entire second half, and in that time, the Argentinian side has put on 9 points.
Keith Lawrence blows time on. No, the scrum collapses. And Argentina in that unfortunate situation. They already have 2 replacements on the field. Skolny, the fullback, is injured, but really can't go off. Australia, the scrum holds. The ball pops out loosely, though. Back into the middle of the Puma scrum. Referee Keith Lawrence, well, he's given Australia the put-in, but I think Australia are a little bit lucky there. This crowd is huge. If the crowd could will a team home from here, this is a crowd that could do it. The Pumas playing the football that the crowd want to hear, and the crowd supporting them every part of the way.
We'll illustrate the dominance of the Argentine pack. The Australian team has only had 1 set-piece scrum ball, which they could use the backs. And I think very much part of the game plan of Argentina is to nullify the 3/4 of the Australian team. And they've done that very effectively.
Keith Lawrence blows time on. Australia's scrum holding strong. Far Jones harassed by Suarez Gachi. Out wide, here's Williams. He's down the right-hand touch and kicks ahead. Fielded there by Ternez. He kicks downfield. Liner's back. What'll he do with it? He's inside his 22. Does he settle and go down the line? Yes, he does. Good play, Michael Liner. Australia composed. They've had a couple of injury breaks to just suck in the breath, take stock of the situation. And Michael, the backs have not had much joy in running off the Australian scrum.
That was only the second time the Australian back line has had good set-piece ball from the scrum.
Shocking throw from the Pumas. Not in straight, back for the scrum. Australia's put in. Angelillo, the hooker. No control on the ball, and this will be a good chance to judge. Here we have the scrum. Look how low that scrum is. Dengra, who played in Brisbane, Australia, with West against, and Rodriguez, his former teammate on the other side. Australia hold well. Tineman off the back. Far Jones goes himself down the line. Milano gets to him. Far Jones on his own, but inside his turn as the support's there. Australia, Porter has the ball, and they're running it. They're running it back against Australia. Hapworth is no use. Inside the Turners. They're down the field. There's nobody at home for Australia. The support's there in Lofreda. The ball goes forward. Dengra, the prop, is up there in support. There should be advantage played to Australia for the knock-on. But Keith Lawrence, who his signal advantage, hasn't played advantage. But now he's giving the put into Australia. Keith Lawrence changed his mind. What great play by the Pumas. The crowd is loving it. This huge crowd has gone berserk. The Pumas have run the ball from inside their own 22. Look at this. There's where the ball went forward. Lawrence had put out his hand, but then didn't play the advantage. Australia at 6s and 7s. They had nowhere to go. Cutler was there. McIntyre was there. But the ball wasn't. From the scrum, Australia worked the ball back upfield. Look at this. There's Turnaz. Look at the turn of pace. He couldn't find any support. Back inside to Lofreda. Liner, strong in support. Back inside, Burke was there as well to Cutler. And here we have it again. The Pumas running the ball, legs room out wide. Here is the support's there. The great cover defence from Australia on Trishka Mundy. But Mendy was away, and this crowd is loving it. Fabulous stuff from the Pumas. They're running it at every opportunity. Australia really on their haunches. Need to settle. They're not getting the dominance that they thought in the middle of the line out. Cutler being upset. Crawley giving the signal. The throw will be to the front. Yaketti waits. Lawton, the delayed throw. Crawley misses it. It goes to the Pumas. Suarez Gache under pressure. Hooks the ball back in field. The call comes from Leeds. Offside the Pumas in front of the kicker. The call is kick or scrum. And Michael Liner, the captain of the team, says we'll take the scrum. Thank you very much. Michael Hawker, the Wallabies, not able to get the control over the line-out ball that I think they may have thought.
No, the Argentinian second rowers are working very well, and the blocks are coming through on the Australian jumpers and causing a lot of trouble in the full line-out. I think Australia should go back to the short line-outs.
Jones waits down the line. Williams is flying. Across comes Skolny. He works well. He goes down the line. Referee Lawrence says late charge. Left there. You'll see it on replay. And now the penalty comes to within kicking distance from corner. Heinemann is moving through with it, but could have pulled out. I think you'll see it on the replay shortly. I'll let the picture tell the story. Warder now to within very much kicking range. And his chance to put Argentina in front for the first time. Deathly silence. Porter approaches the ball. And there you have it. Argentina to the front. Argentina 15, Australia 13. What a brilliant performance by this machine. Porter kicking the ball. If you can see the crowd shot, you wouldn't need to know whether it went between the posts. Linus restarts play, kicks deep. Lafreda there. Returns it up to the halfway line. And that's all they need, the Pumas. They're having all the running. They've called the short line out. Finally, Michael, the Australians are getting no joy in the full line out. Jones did well at the front of the short line out. 21 minutes into the game. Liner caught in centre field and offside, and there's a decent ding-dong on in the middle of the field. Brett Papworth tackled and impeded by his opposite number, who was at least 10 metres offside, and then wanted to take on continue it on. When Papworth objected, the penalty now goes. The penalty always went to Australia. They were so far offside. It didn't matter. And there you have the picture of the shirtless one. They don't agree. You'll only need to see the high shot of that on replay. They were that far offside, they could have well camped in Australian territory. Liner now. Important kick. Gives the lift the forward knee. Cutler filling the gas tank. The Australians encouraging each other to lift their game. I wonder if Michael Liner will get the same quiet that Hugo Porter gets when he kicks for goal. I doubt it. And the whistling starts. And the booing starts. And the clapping starts. Unbelievable lift. Liner kick and misses out to the left. Argentina 15, Australia still 13. 23 minutes old again. What a fantastic test match. Porter restarts play, kicks deep. Williams has done nothing wrong. Counter-attack. Far Jones shapes. James sets up in the middle of the field. Australia got the numbers. Hands in from Australia. Number 7, Julian Gardner, picked out by the referee. Porter most certainly will kick the goal.
Whole second half is quarter is given to the Argentine team. Territorial dominance.
Porter, his finest hour, kicks from 1 metre inside the Australian territory. The crowd behind the post, it hits the upright and over. Unbelievable stuff. Every Argentine country supporter has jumped to his feet and is cheering unbelievably. Have a look at this kick from behind. Argentina 18, Australia 13, and look at this. Look at the control of the man. Hits the upright and over. Ball coming outside the thing. Leeds feels it on the halfway. Matthew Farr-Jones kicks wide. Good kick. Deep into the Argentinian territory. Well, here we have Australia. They need to dig deep now. This is really tough stuff. They've done it before. They'll need to do it now. A very committed Argentinian pack with Porter behind, controlling it like a marionette. Cutler high, wins the ball in the middle, but can they get the ball from the ruck? Yes. James cuts out Liner. Back to Liner inside on the wraparound. Are they there in numbers? Australia attacking. Wallabies put into the scrum right in front of the post. 20 metres out from the Pumas line. This is the must-score area. The green light area for the Wallabies. James Farr-Jones clears James. Misses Papworth. The ball's loose. Miller can't handle. Argentina have picked up. Garreton inside the Dengra, the prop forward. Look at him run like a back rower. Downfield, the crowd to the best. Yaketti back inside. Miller there. Australia have it back. Farr-Jones works the ball wide inside to James. Now it's Australia in support. Outside to Williams. He tried to find the wide. He should have picked up Rodriguez close, but went over the top. And they're strewn behind them. The Pumas, the supreme effort. Number 7, Garreton. Georgie Allen it is. Suarez Gache, the halfback. They are pulling it from wherever they can. A superb test match played by some very fit. Look at Dengra, the blonde-headed Adonis. Downfield, and Yaketti resurrected after the 79 series. Who said he wasn't fit? And listen to the crowd. Puma, Puma, Puma. They can feel it. Australia desperate to save this one. They're not done yet. Composure is what's needed.
No two ways about it. We've been treated to a magnificent test match here. Some tremendous attack by the Pumas and some equally brilliant defence from the Australians.
Need the line out around the back. Branca streaming downfield, lays the ball back beautifully. Suarez Gache, Porter into the corner. Wide of Leeds. Can he get there before it goes into touch? There's not much time. Leeds hasn't done anything wrong today. Beautiful kick in recovery. Well, Andrew Leeds, I take my hat off to you. The boys from the Fibro houses, the Two Blues, the Parramatta special from Sydney, Australia. And he's been the saving grace of Australia. Steady, always controlled under pressure. The Pumas feed. They win it in the middle. No. Referee says, I think, knock forward Australia, put into Argentina. Suarez Gache to feed. There it is. You can see the ball right in the middle of the scrum. Pumas win. Suarez Gache the short side. The chip over the top, but here he is. Andrew leads. Calm. Bang. Down the line. Out. Simple, straightforward rugby. Minutes remaining as Angelillo feeds the scrum, knocked back by Argentina. The ball's loose. Frawley's there. Great pressure from the middle. Frawley of Sydney University Club, formerly of Brunswick Club. And look at the crowd. Look at the Argentine beauty. They're in the middle. Australia strong. James, Liner. Liner shuffles. Williams out wide. Tackled beautifully. Inside the lead and support. Patworth tips ahead. The ball's gone touch and goal. Williams is there and scores. Fabulous try, Australia. Unbelievable. This is the most unbelievable try. Australia looked completely out of it. The ball was towed ahead down the line, and Ian Williams must be the fastest man on two legs. Unbelievable stuff. Here he is wide. He gets tackled. The ball now gets tipped ahead after being taken here. Watch this. Patworth kicks it ahead. And look at Williams here. Although he was in front of the kicker, he's gone down the line and faces it here. Unbelievable. I think there'll be some dispute about that. Williams in front of the kicker here. Watching, he goes down. Patworth kicks it from in front. Williams is in front of him and out sprints Porter to the line, but he is still in front of the kicker. I call no try, but the points are on the board. Michael, what did you think of that?
Well, I think the Pumas are upset because for two counts, one, he's in front of the ball, and two, I think they probably think he was out when he put the ball down. But the points on the board, and it makes a very interesting test match. If this goes over, it will make it 19 to 18.
In fact, there's a Michael Liner now shaping up the kick for goal. Liner. Michael Liner, his chance to put the Wallabies in front. Not afforded the same courtesy, Hugo Porter. Very poor crowd, but still no different. Liner, he's kicked it before, comes in, he's kicked it straight through the middle. Australia to the front. This is sensational stuff. The commentators are, I'm jumping in the box, the crowd are still sitting in the seats. Unbelievable. Australia 19, Argentina, the Pumas 18, and we have a test match on our hands. This is superb. 8 minutes remaining as Hugo Porter restarts play. He kicks deep. He wants territory. He wants to be within range all the time. Liner, coolly, calmly. 1 point in front, Australia. Now comes the control. Liner restarts and kicks deep. Australia putting pressure on. Down the line is Skolny on the far side. No, it's not Skolny, it is Wester Silva. And in touch. This is the pressure time. 8 minutes remaining in the game. 32 minutes gone apart from injury time. Australia, now's the time to dig deep. Short line out. Far Jones wins. James kicks to the line wide. Good tactics, Australia. Here is Skolny back under pressure and returns the ball down the line. Michael, what's the story? I'm just about hoarse for this fantastic game. What's your feeling? How can Australia seal this up?
Australia's just got to keep the ball down the end of the ground. Australia in the last 4 internationals have lost the game in the last 5-10 minutes. So they're really trying to get
Jones out to Liner, inside to James, who chips ahead for Matthew Burke. He's got the pace, he's got the ball. I don't think he's got the try though. The ball is called touching goal. Superb work there by Lester Silva, who put it in between Matthew Burke and the ball. Look at this. Lester Silva got in between. Burke couldn't get to the ball. The ball has gone touch and goal. Burke struggling, reaching for the ball, desperate. Fabulous camera work. Here we go. Here's Rodriguez, his last test match for Australia. Takes it up hard, sets it on the short side. Julian Gardner. They must retain possession, Australia. There it is. Ty Jones has it. Ty Jones has it. There's plenty going in there now. Pepper's afraid, and why wouldn't they be? 30 superbly fit men in a fabulous contest. 50 cup flying. Great stuff. They've expressed themselves in their rugby, and they're expressing their frustration. Look, Gardner goes in, the ball's caught up. Australia can't get it back. There's an Argentine arm in there. Australia get upset, and here we come. The boys over the top. McIntyre, Yaketti, Brancard. Crowd have gone crazy. Pressure rugby for Australia. Scrum collapses. 30 metres outside the Argentinian try line. Where Suarez Gache feeds. Australia wheels. Great work, Australia. They're put in. Good scrum there. This is the small part to anyone watching. 5 minutes remaining. The front row works superbly there. Wheel the scrum, control the ball, and now what to put in. They must use it. Australia feeds. Well, Mr. Lawrence, that one's a bit of a mystery. The ball was not out when Suarez Gache came around the scrum, but he's ruled Australian hands in the ruck. Porter down the line. 4 minutes remaining. Within striking distance. Now we'll hear the chant from the Argentine crowd. Tommy Lawton line out. Into the middle. Cutler. The ball bounces. Suarez Gache. Miller. The shot for goal we thought would come. Burke wide. Safe. Goes down the line, Matthew Burke. Great pressure from Jeff Miller. Off the back of the line out on Porter. Forced him into the kick. But now we have Humer's put in. 20 metres out from Australia's line, and still the pressure is on. The crowd, look at that. Typical of the Argentine rugby supporters. The ball, a bun fight at the back. Lawrence says knocked forward, Australia's put in. Jones feeds. The ball beautifully won by the forwards. Leads, as always. Clears superbly by Jones and Leeds. They've been two shining lights in this side today. Williams has done nothing wrong. McIntyre has played well. 3 minutes remaining. Michael, with 3 minutes remaining, what's the... what do you think, Don?
Well, Australia have got to definitely get out of this half. I mean, they've been pegged back in this half. Any penalty is going to cost them the game. There you see Fire Jones put it away down the middle of the paddock, and I think they'll be trying to do that. Just play the game in the Argentinian end of the field.
Cresta Silva up the line and fine touch. Brilliant kick. Repaid with interest. Here we have it. 38 and a half minutes gone. 19-18 the score. The Wallabies leading by 1 point. Lawton to feed his very important line out. Australia wins. Far Jones tidy, but the ball's loose. Rodriguez is there. penalised Topo Rodriguez for going in over the ball. Porta with a chance.
Both teams trying to tie the game up. Both teams trying to play the game in the opposition's half. Argentina are doing the better job over at the present time.
1 minute remaining. 1 minute between absolute bliss for Argentine rugby. Porta. Legend. Settles. Not a word. Not a sound. What a brilliant situation. The sun streams in on the field as he approaches the ball. It's up. It's Mia. It's over. 21 points to 19. The Pumas are in front. They look to the sideline and get the 5 minutes, but I don't think it's 5 minutes, boys. Australia keen to restart the game. Here's the replay. Look at this. The brilliant tactician. Porta. There again, through the pace. Argentina 21, Australia 19. And on our clock, it is time. 40 minutes have come up. Liner restarts. Deep into the corner. Questa Silva feels the ball and kicks downfield. And any play from here on could be the last. Australia has worked this ball deep immediately. Far Jones, a short line out. Inside, it's laid back, but Argentina are there. Soon we'll hear the whistles come from the crowd. Unbelievable situation here. Argentina 21, Australia 18, and we already are 1 minute into injury time. James, loose pass. Liner struck it high. Williams chases, knocked on by Argentina. Play on, advantage Australia. This is the situation. This is a do-or-die effort for Australia. Michael Liner. Will they shoot for goal or will they run the ball? James comes right. Liner is left on his own. James is right there running it. Leads into the line, can't handle. Inside to Questa Silva. Taken away by Gardner and into touch. Knock on, Argentina's put in. Here we see it, Suarez Gacho to feed. The most important scrum of their career. Argentina, Australia driving. The ball scrapping for Argentina. Porter wins. Down the line, leads. What'll he do? He can't go down the line and out. He must keep it up in front of him and does. There's Yaketti, the giant of the Argentinian back. Does what he has to. The ball's still in play. Far Jones wins. Really from Mr. Lawrence, but Porta, surely this will end the game. Whether the kick succeeds or not, let's watch it on replay. Australia maybe playing a goal on the ground, who knows? Referee Lawrence has decided it was a penalty to Argentina. And Porta, what a way to go out, what a career, what a time to end it. They lead by 3 points. This could make it 6. They lead by 2 points. Just to add a little to the occasion, the ball falling off the mound. There, the boots of the great man. 3 minutes into injury time. Look at the crowd behind, and I hope we can keep that shot all the time. What a fabulous array. Look in the background. Porter comes in, kicks. It's up. It's close. It's not over. Lead stops down and Australia restarts the play. There couldn't be much time left on the clock. 2 points the difference, and Liner restarts play. There's Tyneman down the line. He's strong inside too. Crawley's there. The Pumas desperate in defence. Australia offside. The Pumas play on. Yaketi. The ball loose on the ground. There's Porter. Kick down the centre of the field. Leeds can't go for touch. The pass wasn't caught. Williams on his own. Tackled into touch. Let's look at the referee. He's not blowing time. The heart of the Puma rugby supporters are in their mouth. This their greatest moment. Look here at the front of the line out. Look at the blood. Diego Cash almost brought to his knees. No replacements allowed. The ball into the line out. Miller wins. Out wide to Liner. He drops it behind him. Lead. Williams it is. Crawley up the centre of the field. Lays it back. Oh, offside. Offside the Pumas. Referee Lawrence lets the ball go. And Mendy. Christian Mendy. He's down. Oh, a great try. Look at the crowd. Unbelievable. Christian Mendy scores. Look at the crowd. Look at the rejoicing. You have never seen a happy rugby team or crowd in all your life. What a moment. What devastation. Look at this. Here he is, down the line. Christian Mendy steps inside Lee, who hasn't got it. He's copied the ball day. He does it in front of 50,000 people. There is absolute jubilation in the crowd. Unbelievable scenes here at the ground as Damien Crawley limps off the field. With a knee injury, devastation and disappointment for Australia. 25-19 with the kick to come. Who would believe it? The ball downfield, kicked through by a player offside. They've worked it wide through Porter. Mendy with room to look at him stand up. Henry Lee back inside, man on man. And there you have it. This is a ball game. Cutler, look at this crowd. Unbelievable scene. Inside comes, you can hear it. Chanting. Carter Barnes Park has nothing on this. Look at it go. And that's all around the field. Unbelievable scene. Look at it. Heralinius Argentinas, Australia 25, Argentina 25. And Porter for the extras. Out, put up the flag, and he's blown time. 27-19. Argentina wins the series after a 19-all draw in the first set. They've beaten the Wallabies 25 points to 19. And Michael Hawker, your thoughts on that game?
Argentina won it in the forwards, definitely. They had control in the second half of the scrum ball and most of the line-out ball. They played the game in Australia's half the field. They denied the Australian blacks the ball, and the result just came forthwith.
Porter, look at the joy in the man. Unbelievable. Hugo Porter, what a fitting end if this is to be the end of his career. And look on the scoreboard. Puma.
And the Argentinian rugby side, I mean, it's a side to be reckoned with. Here in Argentina, they've beaten nearly every international side that's toured. South Africa, New Zealand, France, now Australia. And Hugo Porter, the architect. The man is a general. The man understands the game like no other player. He dictates play. He changes the pace. And he's done that today in a personal tally himself of 23 points. 23 points himself of 6 penalty goals, 1 field goal and 1 goal.
Fantastic effort by the Pumas. And there we have it. The first test a draw, the second test a draw 19-all, the second test a win to the Pumas. 20, unbelievable, 27 points to 19. The crowd has gone berserk, and we'll leave you from the Vales Starfield Stadium in Buenos Aires, where rugby history has been made. Australia, the first IRB country to be beaten in a series by Argentina, and this match will be heard all around the world. Unbelievable scenes of jubilation here, and we leave you as the Argentine crowd raise their arms in salute to their champion. And Michael Hawker, he'll join with me, of course, in saluting them as well.
It's a brilliant game. I mean, Argentina, brilliant rugby.
Look at this try. Here it is in replay. Porter on the short side. And look at this man, Christian Mendy. He works legs wide. He slips inside. He's done everything right all day. Mendy crosses underneath the post. Argentina 27, Australia 19. And we leave you from Buenos Aires. Liner. First shot, 55 metres. Hits the ball. It looks good. It's going to drop under the bar and wide. Madero dropped it down. Back out to the 22-metre dropout. Porter restarts play. High drop kick. Argentina there first, and this is a repeat of what was happening last Saturday. Out to Porter, who kicks deep. Matthew Burke there to field. Leads in support. Leads for the line. Good settling, clearing kick. Takes play to within 30 metres of the Argentine line. He throws it to the front. Giacchetti, won by Australia. Loose, dirty ball. Nick Farr-Jones happy to let the ball go into touch. Referee Lawrence declares the ball was knocked forward by Argentina and Australia's put into the scrum. Good close look at this Australian scrum defence. Tyneman off the back. Farr-Jones short. Matthew Burke taken out of play on this side of the field, not in possession of the ball. Referee Lawrence missed it, but Australia now to within 10 metres of Argentina's line. This is the sort of game that Nick Farr-Jones was put in the team to play. To work the short side, to work the ball upfield. Lawton into the line out. Down the back is Cutler. Around comes Tyneman. Farr-Jones. He's caught centre field. The second base play is there for Australia. It's James. Liner out wide. A straight past Matthew Burke. And a penalty to Australia. Argentine back offside. Pointing out, well, this is the back's offside. It was George Allen offside, standing up flat, and Michael Liner will shoot. It
was very interesting to see Porter run the first ball in his own half rather than kick it, and I think that would have come as a bit of a shock to the Australians, who assumed he would probably kick the ball more than we would.
Steady. The crowd absolutely silent. 50,000 people, not a murmur. Approaches the ball, kick. Yes. First point through Argentina, through Hugo Porter. Argentina 3, Australia 0. Michael Liner restarts by a deep kick, deep into the 22. Porter gathers, right foot, down the line, and found touching beautifully up over halfway. So really getting forward, moving forward. Australia now must consolidate. Four-man line out. Thornton throws. Cutler up. Penalty to Australia. Pushing in the line out. Referee Lawrence takes the play in 15 metres for the penalty. Michael Liner to kick the touch. No, he'll kick for goal. And I think Michael Hawker, you're probably the one on the spot. The Wallabies have measured out this field, and I think they found it a little shy of metres, probably about 10, and that's probably why Michael Liner will take the kick.
Exactly right. I mean, both 25s are 25 yards or 22 metres, but the portion in between the 25 line and the halfway line is considerably shorter, about 5 metres on either side. So the ground is a good 10 metres short. So you can see these kicks inside your own half are normally would be the other side of the halfway line.
The settler for lead, up the line, and finds touch. A great kick up over the halfway. Well, Michael Hawker, you feel this is how Australia will play in their own half?
Yes, I think so, Chris. I think Australia will try and get out of their own half and kick it into the corners and play the game entirely in the women's half of the ground. With the goal kickers such as Hugo Porter, it's very difficult to stay in your own half because of the penalty counts that you get here, then it's just points against it.
As we wait for the restart of play, Torres, the Argentine hooker. He throws Giacchetti at the front, wins. Suarez Gache, tighter. Andy McIntyre there doing good work. The Australians have started well. Far Jones. Back to Jones. Chips in over the top. Madero, Fields, in behind. Charge down and into touch. Fantastic work by Stephen James following up the kick. It's difficult to see from here. Australia on the attack. 10 metres out from the Argentine line. Argentina to put the ball in. Torres to the front, Giacchetti up. Argentina pull it down. Referee Lawrence plays. Ball held up. Australia's put in. The first chance to see the scrum work of the Australians, and Michael, during the week of the Australian pack, done a lot of work on their scrumming.
Well, a tremendous amount of work, and we've changed the front row, and we hope that put some pressure on the front row, because I think that's where the Pumas think that is our weakness.
Far Jones clears. James, line up. Dummy inside, picks up Matthew Burke inside. Cleared by Far Jones again. Here it is, out to Leeds, out wide. Warming Argentine defence. Happily cleaned out. Great attack by Australia, but equally good defence by Argentina. 5 metres out. Argentina defeat the Lions. No, it's a call to knock on by referee Keith Lawrence. This is a test for us. Hugo Porter, the legendary Argentine first 5/8, led Argentina to some of their great victories, has been the real driving force behind it. The goal kicker extraordinaire, now some 34, 35 years of age, and quite possibly his last test match. As we said, as Australia play probably what is one of their most important test matches in the last couple of seasons. This is a must-win situation for the green and gold. It is one that they can't afford to lose, because the work they've done over the last 4 or 5 years really rests on this particular test match. The crowd hush. Porter approaches the ball. There in the right of your screen, the international referee, Mr. Keith Lawrence from New Zealand, and he blows time on. And we have a test match. Porter, Australians high, Argentina driving through. The ball, some doubt on the sideline, yes. Good touch in play, and the line out, Australia's put in just outside the 22-metre line. Tom Lawton for Australia, into the front of the line out. Militari. Far Jones waits. Dummy. Back to lead, Argentina. They must win good ball. They too have been working on their scrum. And they do. Back to Porter. Left foot, into touch. Cool as a cucumber is Porter. line out 24 metres outside the Argentine line. Australia defeat, and they opt immediately for the three-man line out. Into the middle, Cutler. He's unable to take. Argentina have pulled it down through Branca. Referee Lawrence is playing advantage. Argentina and they're running it. Here he has Grexon Silver in the middle. Now to Massero joining the line. Lead tidings for Australia. Stands strongly in the tackle. Australians are there in numbers. Referee Lawrence calls ball up. The Argentinian crowd rise to their feet. Porter has moved the ball. The back they so wanted to see run it. Did so and did as well.
Yeah, so they're having a little bit of trouble in the back, and the Argentine backs up very quickly indeed. The only moves they've brought so far have been the player back inside.
Scrum Australia wheel. Juarez Gache is can't even see him. Taken away with the forwards. In Juarez Gache, Porter, shot for goal. Right in front, the crowd are up. The referee blows a 22-metre, it is missed. Unsuccessful. Porter doesn't normally miss it from that position on the field. I'm sure there were a few gold hearts or something at that time. Michael Liner to restart play from the 22-metre line. Not even 5 minutes into the game. Kicked off. Branca. Australia drive. They're there early. Right into the back and penalty Australia. The first penalty of the match. Coming in offside, Steve Tyman. In fact, it was Jeff Miller in Lucan Porter who shoot for goal.
Exactly what Australia didn't want. You've got the Pumas back in their half and penalties straight up they get in there, and I'm sure the quarters will not be so